I noticed that, well, my family and I both noticed that I had a little bit of a talent in the arts, and I thought that I'd give it a go. And there was this place that was holding like auditions to do classes.
What age were you then?
I was about 10, I think. But I've always been I've always wanted to entertain my entire life. Good evening, folks. It's your good old mate, Jimmy Fontaine. And oh my God, do I have a great show for you tonight, because we're going to be announcing the prom king and queen. So get your cameras ready and get your flashes, because tonight is going to be the night. Yeah, I've done a few commercials. One was for like a UK laundry detergent brand. I've done a couple auditions for Coles commercials and things like that. I've done a couple short films, and I guess it was really fun. They were making like a dark version of like the Pokemon story, and I was like one of the main characters when they were younger. And like it was no talking, literally we were just playing in a park and running around and stuff like that, but I found it really fun. Originally I was only wanting to do acting, but with the school that I was going to for acting, they said that I should maybe try out modelling. So I gave it a go, and now I've got an agent, and yeah, I've done a couple like kids fashion week type things, like runways. I've done a couple photo shoots. My dad started his own business, and he needed graphics and stuff like that. And I really wanted to give it a go because I saw everyone. I saw a lot of people doing it. I thought it was kind of cool the way that they did it. So I just went on YouTube and looked at loads of tutorials and just kind of self-taught myself. And I've used Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, yeah, stuff like that. Well, when I got into graphic design, I saw that I was making all these characters, and I wanted to somehow try to make them do stuff and make them move. So I went onto YouTube again and started looking up tutorials. And then I started to teach myself how to animate and stuff like that, and I was actually using my characters that I made and animating them. Going on with like animation and filmmaking, stuff like that, since I've done acting, seeing like lots of people, like all the people that I act for making scripts and stuff like that, I just think it's so cool how you can like make your own world basically. And I wanted to try it myself. I've always been scared of the dark. Basically just because, I don't know, I've just always been scared of it. Like now I'm getting like better with it, but I just don't like being in the dark at all. And with the rain, I don't know, the rain just makes like the day so much worse. And like I know there's some people that like really like the rain and rainy weather. I just like it to be sunny and like hot. Since when I was 5 up to the age of 6, like every night I'd have like a nightmare. And that just like put me off so much with the dark, because I always thought there was someone there, or that like I was going to get, someone was going to come in or something like that. So like it really scared me. At one stage I had like a night paralysis, and that just like scared the living daylights out of me. Like
What happens when you have a night paralysis?
When you have a night paralysis, basically what happens is you're awake, but your mind is like still, your body's still asleep. So basically you can't move.
Oh, you're like frozen.
Like, you can't move except for your eyes. Like, that's the only thing you can move. I've been bullied a lot when I was younger, and even a little bit now. It was sometimes for being a bit different, but as soon as I started acting and modelling, like, everyone just started picking on me as if, like...
Jealous,
yeah, that's like a girly thing to do. Like, you don't do that. But, like, my message would be, like, not to listen to any of them. Like, always go to parents or teachers to help, and... the only reason they're doing it is because they're jealous, basically. Yeah.
My name is Elliot Curdell. I'm 23 years of age. So I started filming things in like 2010 when I moved to Hallam Senior Secondary College. I did a Year 12 subject in Year 11, so which was media. Being involved in the Sports Academy, they thought, hey, he's doing Year 12 media, why don't he make the films or like edit the...
Sports films?
Yes, sports films. So then I was like, yeah, why not? So then next thing I know, I find myself literally looking after about like 8 hours of footage per week. and making end of year highlights and all that. Yeah, I taught myself with Premiere Pro.
Okay.
Then I taught myself with Final Cut. All pretty much straightforward programs if you sort of like understand computers.
And you can film as well.
Yes, I can film. So like I've been around the film industry and just the entertainment industry to know more than enough what it takes to frame and like the sort of things that are involved in framing. And so like I work with a lot of athletes in like soccer, AFL, basketball, netball. I edit their games so that way they can have their footage on file so they can send to those professionals who get scouted to a good team. And so like I do all that. I also do weddings. So I edit those. And so like I do a lot. So I've had experience in all those areas. Editing for me like has always been something that I was good at because like I'm very visual.
Do you suffer anxiety?
Unfortunately, that was actually, yeah, I actually do. That was actually an issue that came from being overworked for like probably about a fortnight's time.
Burnout.
I was totally burnt out because unfortunately I had one very unwell family member. So I was virtually working 4 months worth of like days where I was only getting about 5 hours sleep. And then so like I never really recovered from that period. I was just physically, mentally not well. And so it's just like I really just never recovered. So it's just like I was working literally till about like 2 in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning. Then I'd get up at 7 the next day and go off to work. It's pretty much ongoing.
Okay.
So like I get involved with things like boxing because like just getting in the ring and just like so like controlling your breathing, your anxiety.
Distraction.
Yeah, so it really helps with that. And then after like a sparring session, when you get out of the ring, you can actually feel good about yourself because you can breathe well. Like you might just be a bit sore in places because it's boxing, you're sparring. But apart from that, it's a good feeling coming out.